Some on Wall Street are getting worried, but our next guest has a list of areas where if enough buyers scoop up the dip, the bulls will remain in charge. Joining me now is marketgauge Managing Director Michelle Schneider. Michelle, you mentioned, I want to bring these up real quick, regional banks, transportation, retail, and then small caps. Walk us through this.
Well, essentially, they've been underperforming, and you see a lot of information about the ratio between growth stocks and all of these areas at being historical levels, unsustainable, and at some point, you might see a big correction as a result of that wide ratio. But essentially, we've also seen that in spite of all those areas underperforming, the areas that are outperforming like growth continue to go up. So I think the simple conclusion here, is that as long as they hold up, we're okay. And only if we see some kind of major collapse, which would be tied really to the U.S. economy and the future of interest rates, do we then get concerned about maybe looking at a top in these very strong areas.
Well, so you're looking out for risk and worried about it, and you say that some of those risks could be geopolitics, it could be stagflation. Is that at the top of your list, or are there more?
Well, those are definitely two of the top. And in terms of geopolitics, there's still things going on that we have to be wary of, especially as they affect commodity prices and the cost of living, particularly what we've just seen this week with oil prices all of a sudden back over $80 a barrel. That's the Middle East. You know, Russia, Ukraine has sort of taken a back burner, but even the geopolitics that we're seeing now in Europe, a populist sort of movement, somewhat of a deglobalization, the reshoring that's coming back to the United States, all of this can be potentially inflationary, and that obviously would warrant some caution.
Well, you like cybersecurity. Earlier today, CDK Global, that's a software company, they've got thousands of car dealerships within their purview. They experienced a cyber issue. Does that tell you we need more protection?
Absolutely, and just all around cybersecurity, especially, again, with geopolitics being very much on the radar, companies like Palantir, which we saw a little bit of a rally this week, but also Palo Alto and some of the others, we're really interested in that one in particular, are long-term investments here, because the more we get AI and data center related, the more risk we have for people hacking in.
Well, and data centers is a big area of growth. I know Charles has talked about that. Real quick, you like Ulta, the cosmetics, the retail store, and also medical devices ETF.
Well, yeah, I think that this is really part of a domino effect of what we're seeing because of the diet drugs. And I don't even believe that we've seen this wave happen yet. Probably more like next year, maybe even to 2026. But as the diet drugs become more mainstream and more people actually start to experience weight loss that's sustained, what are they going to do? They're going to feel better about themselves. So cosmetics and beauty, e.l.f. certainly has had a huge rally. Ulta is a store that carries a lot of e.l.f. products. This is really kind of what we're looking at now as far as where we can see consumers switching, like I like to say, from
it's the Ozempic trade. It's the Ozempic trade. Michelle, thank you for being here. And that is it for Making Money. Charles is back tomorrow. That is it for me. Hylas Clayman.
Hello, Ms. Cheryl. We are